concise as they possibly can so we can get in as many rounds as we can. So we begin with the Conservatives. Kevin Waugh. Kevin, for 6 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to Sophie, Janine, Christine, and Quinn for coming. I'm sorry you got to be here. This should not happen in our country. Your team has made Canada proud for over a decade. I'm appalled when I read pay equity, but more so when you took part in the tournament in Florida where you didn't have enough players to practice, as you mentioned. You didn't have enough physiotherapists, doctors, whatever, team support. You know, Christine, you have been the face of soccer in this country for over a decade, and I'm going to start with you because I'm embarrassed with Canada's soccer. You have been the face of soccer in this country, as I mentioned. And how do you feel about coming today to talk about this?
Thank you for the question. Obviously, this is not ideally where us players would like to be. We feel much more comfortable being on the soccer field in training and preparing for games. However, our team and the players on the team have a motto when we join the national team, that when we leave the national team, the sport will be in a better place than when we found it. And sitting here, there's no greater honor to try and make change and significant change for the young kids in Canada. And yeah, we are here to do right by them.
Thank you for your beliefs on the tournament. It's hard as an athlete to stand up and push back because your name is in the media. You're being looked upon by Soccer Canada as disturbers of the game, maybe. I wear the color today that you wore in the United States because I'm proud of you. I've got a granddaughter that's playing soccer because of you. I go to the soccer facility in Saskatoon Saturdays and it's packed. It's because of you. It's not because of the men's team. It's not because of Canadian soccer. It's because of the Canadian women's team, what you have accomplished in the last 10 plus years. And then Canada Soccer, knowing you're coming today, does a news release on the CBA. Any thoughts on that today? How disgusting is that as you sit in front of the Heritage Committee that Soccer Canada would be so bullish and give a CBA a contract to you? Sophie? Janine?
Go for it. First of all, thank you for having us here today. It's an honor to be in front of all of you. We feel quite disrespected by the way they went about their business this afternoon, but we also don't feel that it's the right place to stoop down to that level, if you will, and we're here to speak about this issue, and we believe that what was talked about in good faith bargaining between our Players Association and the association should have stayed between the Players Association and the Canadian Soccer Association. So we feel quite disrespected that it wasn't respected, that it stayed behind closed doors before that agreement was actually signed. And there were terms and numbers and pieces of what was in their statement today that has not even been communicated to us. So that was a bit of a shock to us, but we're excited to be here and to talk about this with you all.
I'm seeing a trend in this country with Sport Canada. They don't follow up. We saw that with Hockey Canada. Has the Heritage Department ever reached out to any of the team members? And has the Sport Minister talked about this chaos that has gone on far too long? I saw Sport Canada do nothing with Hockey Canada from 2018 on, and I'm wondering right now, is Sport Canada or even the Sport Minister reached out to any one of the team members to deal with this catastrophic issue that we're facing here today?
Yes, the Sport Minister reached out through avenues to us. Sorry, one moment. So yeah, there has been movement from the minister's office.
What did she offer, or what did the department offer?
They were looking for us for guidance on what would be helpful through their department.
What would be helpful? Equity. What the hell? I mean, that's a pretty simple ask, isn't it? It's 2023 today. You've made the sport what it is in this country. In the next 3 years, soccer will be the #1 sport in this country. Christine, you've been around a long time. What is wrong? You've been around you've been our representative very, very well over the years. What are we going to do? This is not good on the world stage. You're preparing for New Zealand, Australia. You don't have any money after that. There's no money in the budget for you to prepare to defend your gold medal from Tokyo the year after in Paris.
Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly, where we go from here. I think there's a few simple things that need to be addressed with the CSA in terms of their transparency and their finances. That's a big one for us as the women's national team. We have no idea where the money is coming from, where it's going, and the difference between the men's and women's national team program. And for us, the pay equity is actually like just a little piece of the puzzle. It's about equal treatment. It's about equal opportunities, equal resources. And honestly, until that happens, yeah, we're going to be at a stalemate.
Thank you very much, Kevin.